building the final product. Let's talk about that. So you've been going through this section and you've been gathering up your collection material, then you started building your sales ingredients, and you started designing copy blocks, and you've got some great copy blocks built. And now we're going to build out that final product, and we're going to use your copy blocks to create new sales material. What does that mean? What can we create with copy blocks? Well, we can do a lot of things. The great part is we can write VSLs, sales letters, landing pages, webinars, upsells, downsells, order bumps. Those are more like the sales page type things. And then you have kind of your ad side, which is emails and Facebook ads, banner ads, Google ads, YouTube script ads, billboards, other types of ads. And then you have sort of your content side, and which is lead magnets and blog posts, other content pieces, articles, videos, courses, newsletters. That's one too that I forgot to throw in there. There's all these things that we can build using our copy blocks of knowledge. Now, because this is not a copywriting course, I'm not going to sit here and teach like how to do all this. That's a lot of stuff, but you should know and have some experience. But I will go over a few of the sort of most common sales letter templates, and we'll break down two of them just to kind of give you an edge up. And as you're building your notes out, you should be thinking about this and where you want to go, so you know what to find as you do your research. So here are the few of the most popular copywriting templates. I'm going to give you a link to two sites that are very, very good, that go over like 20 or 30 different copywriting templates that you can choose from. Although if you're a pro or you've been at it or you're just getting started, these will be a good start. If you're new, and if you're a pro, you've probably got your own system set up. But the one that everyone should know if you've ever done anything in the world of copywriting or sales is AIDA, AIDA. And that just stands for attention, interest, desire, action. So you want to grab the attention of your potential prospect. This is like your headline. This is your ad. Get their attention. You build their interest by saying things that are interesting, which appeals to the intellect. So it's a great way to kind of pull them in, and curiosity is a great way to do that. Then you move into desire, which you do that by connecting to emotion, like what's in it for them, what will it do for them, explain the benefits of the product. And then you move on to action, which is saying, hey, buy my product. There's the PAS formula, which is just point out the problem, agitate the problem, offer the solution. PAPA, which is a fun one. PAPA is to point out the problem, call it out, show them the advantages to what you have, what you offer, and then you want to then offer some proof, like prove it. Like, this is important. You need proof. Proof is such an important thing. If I could make you guys learn anything, it's find proof for every statement that you have. If you say it, back it up with some proof. And then action, which is the go, make the click or make the sale or get a lead. Quest, qualify. So this way you can call out the right person. Hey, are you a real estate agent who wants to list more homes? Call out the right prospect. Understand, like relate to them, get them, do some connections. A great time to tell a story. Educate is more like interest, right? You want to start teaching them something about how you help them. The best way to slide in your sales argument is through education, so people feel like they're learning. They don't feel like they're being sold to. It just so happens that what you're teaching them, your product's going to solve for them. Great for us, and they'll find that out soon enough as they read. Then you move on to stimulate, which is just more, again, emotional. Think of that, going back to AIDA, that's like the desire section. You want to get them thinking about what it is that the product will do for them and how their life might change from it. And then you transition over to the sale and go ahead and get people to buy. One of my favorite ones, because it's so simple, is the SSS, which is just star, story, solution. This is more one to think about when you're doing your research, who's the star of the program that you're going to be, is it the creator? Is it the owner? Is it someone else? What's the story? What's that hook? What's the great story that you can tell? Is it the product discovery story? Is it like the owner's story of redemption from utter despair, right? And solution, what problem are you going to solve, and then how are you going to solve it? One of my personal favorites as well is the GDG, which is basically the most straight up thing that you could ever have. It's just getting right to the point. This works best to an existing audience of people that have already bought from you, but it's just like, here's what I got, here's what it does, here's how to get it. Got, does, get. Here's what I got, here's what it does, here's how to get it. Very simple, right? In the links below this, you'll see there's a Bob Serling template, really good, 32 steps there, so you can read through that one as well. We're going to quickly run through two of them. One of them is called Pastor. It's from a guy named Ray Edwards, who I've known of him for a long time. I don't think we've really talked much. I've met him once or twice, but not great friends with him, but very, very cool guy. And his is a really, really good system for hitting all the points that you need to. And then David Frey has a great formula that we're going to look at as well. So let's look at Pastor first. So you can learn more about Ray by going to rayedwards.com. So the P in Pastor is getting down the person, the problem, and the pain. So who's the person, what's the problem, and what kind of pain does it cause them? And the A is to amplify the consequences of not solving the problem and eliminating the pain. That's a great strategy, because we tend to ignore problems, and when you ignore them, what happens? They get worse and worse and worse over time. What starts as eating too many bacon cheese fries ends with a quadruple bypass, right? And that's what we have to be thinking about. We want to act in the best interest of our prospect, so we want to do those things to help them make the better choices. And if our course or our program or our product can help that, then great. And now you see his S is star, is a story, solution, system. So it's kind of like the star thing, but story, what's the story? What's going on? How do you tell them something that they'll connect to? What's the solution or the system? Like, how have you figured out how to solve the problem? Then you have the testimonial, right? The testimonial piece, that's the results that people get. Offer. What is it that you're going to sell the person, right? What is it? What's the product? What's the price? How is it structured? Is there a guarantee? All those things that you need to do. And the offers tend to be pretty similar, so that's a great one to create some default copy blocks for that you can use again and again. And then you have your response, which is pretty much your call to action. He used the word response, so he didn't want to put past doc. It wouldn't make sense. So he put response, which is you want to get them to make a response, to make that call to action, which is buy now or opt in or whatever, the next step in the system. And then we have the David Frey formula, which is very, very good. And again, you start seeing that all these are very similar. So you can create your own formula. That's what I've done. And at some point I'll have a course on that and I'll show it all. But marketingprofs.com/2/frey2.asp, you can see this and read more about it. But you want to basically get attention, identify the problem, provide the solution, present the credentials. It might be yours, but it might be the star or the expert. Show the benefits, give social proof, make your offer. If it's there, if it makes sense, inject scarcity, give a guarantee, call to action, like go buy, warn them about something like, hey, this won't be around forever, or if whatever it is, you can warn them about something like, if you walk away right now, you may never have this chance again, whatever. And then you close with a reminder of probably the benefits, the solution, whatever you can think of. But this is a really good formula. If you just follow this, you could write, I would say, a really good sales page again and again and again. So Copywriter Brain, I do want to say this real quick. I will be offering more copy courses. In the future, I'll add like copy specific stuff. So if you like this portion of the course and you want to dive in more, just email me, Mike@copywriterbrain.com, and let me know what you want to see. I mean, I have a mind map that I want to show you. If I can pull it up here real quick. It's pretty crazy. This just gives you an idea. This is actually my mind map of all the things that I kind of know about copywriting, and it just goes on and on. You can see, I can zoom in on it, but it's a ton of stuff, and I really want to teach more and more of this stuff, like just on stories. This is like just on stories right here. These are just elements of stories that I would love to talk on. But anyway, this is not the end of the course by any means. We're going to go on next to the tech stack, but I love to teach people how to write and improve copy. So if you let me know what you would like to learn more about, and I'll try to gear my next courses towards that. But anyway, in the next course, we're going to talk about building the tech stack to make your copy factory run like a well-oiled machine. It's finally here, and we're going to go over the whole process, kind of A to Z, how to gather your research, get it saved, and get it into your Roam research database. I think you're going to really enjoy this section, and then after that, we'll go into do a deep dive in how to use Roam, which is a whole other world. But I think you're going to really enjoy this. So I'll see you in the next section, and we'll talk about tech stack. See you.